it's hot. It is really, really hot, and I am sweating like next level amount. But I'm really excited for the video that we're doing today. So I'm gonna tough it out, I'm just gonna sweat it out, and we're gonna get this video out. Anyways, the video that we are doing today that I am so excited for is a review and rehousing into tarantula cribs enclosures. Tarantula cribs. And I did buy all this with all of my own money. I am not sponsored by Tarantula Cribs. They do not even know that I exist. I am a new YouTuber, but I see a lot of really awesome tarantula YouTubers like the Tarantula Collective and Tarantula Cat using these enclosures, and I think they look so good. I'm the kind of person who, like, every time I walk past my animals, like, I have to like look at them and like see them, and just being able to look in from all angles and see like a really good look of my tarantulas is something that is like, yes, I would like that. I would love that. So I got a good array of different sizes and style enclosures to try out. So let's see here. I did get one of the cube enclosures. This was their original design before they came out with the slider enclosures. And this is the 4x4x4 cube. And it comes open with magnets, which is kind of cool. And in here, I've selected my little itty bitty pumpkin patch sling, gonna go in that one. Then I also got the medium slider enclosure. I don't remember the dimensions of this one. Oops, but it's a medium size. You can see, like, compared to my forearm, it's like the size of my forearm. And this one slides open, which is really nice, has a lot of ventilation, and it also has magnets here that click in when the enclosure fully closes, so you don't have to worry about any escapes, because I've had escapes before and it's not fun. You don't want to be chasing down your tarantula while it runs up your wall. It's just not a good time for anybody. But in that one, I'm gonna put my mature male Seriocosmus Leetsy. He's so beautiful, he's mature, so we're gonna give him a nice bachelor pad to live out his life. And then I also have the large slider enclosure. This one is also magnety. It's kind of heavy, like this. But yeah. And then finally I do have I think this is the medium Arboreal enclosure, and this one slides open that way. And in here, I'm going to put my little Tailless whip scorpion. It did have more stuff in here, but I took it out just to make sure he was still alive and well, because I never see him. The crickets go in and they disappear, so I mean, I assume he's good. Oh, and I forgot to mention, in the large slider enclosure, I'm gonna be putting my Aphonopelma bicoloratum. She's a small little girl, hope you can see her right there, but she's so beautiful, and what I like about her is that she never moves really, so I figure she'll be out and nice on display in this large enclosure, and she can stay in there for years. It'll last her a long time. So I'm really excited to go ahead and get these rehouses done. Lately, when I've been doing my rehousings on camera, my spiders have like participated really well for some reason. So I think you guys are like my good luck charm. So we're gonna go ahead and do these rehousings on camera, see how they do, and then we're gonna kind of talk about my thoughts on the enclosures. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and do the rehousing. Did I mention that it's hot? It's really, really, really hot. Okay, let's start the rehousings. So first up, I have the small cube enclosure. Like that, it's super nice, super clear. It says Tarantula Cribs. This is a perfect size for slings. And I went ahead and added a little piece of cork, a crystal for good vibes, some moss in a little tiny water dish. I always forget to fill up the water dishes. And I imagine that this rehousing will be pretty simple because, I mean, he's a little sling, so. Okay, here's the tarantula. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and like scoot him on over. Let's go. Hairs are being kicked. Come on, go that way. There we go. Easy peasy. Tarantula is there on the wall, going down. Great, yeah, this will last this sling a pretty good amount of time. So yeah, so here is this little guy right here, and I think he's really gonna like it. I really like how it opens and closes. I have no fear that my tarantula is gonna get out. Really good. Okay, please do not mind all the dirt on the ground from doing the rehousings, but here is the cube enclosure 4x4x4. Came in a few different size options, but I went with this one because I knew I wanted to put a sling in it. But yeah, magnetizes on and off, very clear. Here's the little tarantula. Let's see if we can't get him to go down a little. I don't like him being so high off the substrate. There we go. Yeah, a super cute spider in a super cute enclosure. And I am very happy. Okay, number 2. I think for number 2, I'm gonna go ahead and do the tailless whip scorpion into this enclosure. Should be pretty easy. So he's in here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this guy out. Okay. Yeah, hold you. Okay. Here is the little baby. Why is my hand shaking? The little baby tailless whip scorpion, a very cute little critter. I love you. I love you. Mwah. I have a bigger one as well, but this is my cute little baby. He's just so precious. You are in for a treat, my friend. From this to this. That is an upgrade if I've ever seen one. All right, buddy. Go ahead. All right, and he's in there. That is a really good amount of space for him. Next up, we have that old enclosure out of the way. The medium arboreal enclosure. It slides open like this. So you have really good access to your animal for feeding. You don't have to open the top. Really good ventilation, which I like because a lot of arboreal critters need good ventilation. Locks in with the magnets, which is really nice. And it has a clear white background, which is nice too. I do not know where the tailless whip scorpion went. He is gone. We'll probably see him again in like a month, but yeah. Yay, I'm happy. Okay. I really like this arboreal enclosure. I love front opening enclosures for arboreals, especially if you have a spider in there, because there's nothing worse than when your spider webs up the lid of your enclosure and gets a nice comfy little situation going, and then you have to open it up and disturb it. It's just such a bummer. I don't have to worry about this guy webbing as it's tailless whip scorpion, but I think that he'll be really happy in here. They pretty much just hide, but yeah. I'm happy. Next up on my list is my mature male, Cosmos Leetsy, and I think he might protest this rehouse a little bit. He might be a little bit upset, but I mean, it's for his own good, so I think he'll get over it. But yeah, he is beautiful, so I'm really excited to be able to showcase him and how awesome he is. So here is the spider. Can you get a good look? Yeah, he is beautiful. Mature male, so we won't have too much more time with him, but he's just lovely. I just love him. And let's see, I think I'm trying to decide if I want to cup him or if I want to just hairs are being kicked. hairs are being kicked. Can you go in the cup? Come on. Sir? Go in the cup. Okay. Hairs were kicked. He is a little boy, but he's mighty. We won't tell him that he's a dwarf species. You're a big bad spider. Don't worry, we're scared. We're scared of you. We're very scared of you, okay? So here we go. And in you go. In you go, I said. I said, in you go. There we go. Lovely. He looks so good in here. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I really wanted to have him in a bigger enclosure and a nice enclosure. I can really enjoy him since he's a mature male. We're not going to have too long with him, but I just think he's so beautiful. And honestly, mature males deserve more love than they get. There we go. Okay, next up, this is the medium slider terrestrial enclosure. So it opens up like this. Here's my boy right there, looking fabulous with his hooks and whatnot. But yeah, I think this is like a really nice size for him. For like a dwarf species, this is really good size. Really good depth too. I like that I was really able to give him a good amount of substrate in there. And I like their little logo. It's really cute. I saw they have some like hoodies with their logo on it and I'm like, oh, I want one. Okay, last but not least, oh, this one's a little heavy. I have the large slider. And I put this in here for a water dish, but honestly, it's kind of big for this little spider. So I think I'm just gonna take her old water dish. I gotta fill that in a little bit. I'm gonna take her old water dish. And this is my beautiful girl Pumpkin. She's in a Phonopelma bicoloratum and she is just so pretty. I wonder if I can just... So if she's gonna be on this, then I can just kind of like take it like that. She's so beautiful. Let's keep her safe. She's so pretty. This was one of my dream spiders and I'm told that this is a female. So I'm just ever so gently gonna tap her down. She pretty much doesn't move, like ever. Come on, girl. Let's go. Come on, girl. Get off. Come on. Okay, so she is determined to not let go of this, so I guess I'll just leave it in here for now. We'll see. She's just a very stoic tarantula. She doesn't like to do a whole lot. But yeah, oh, anyways, here she is in that enclosure. She has plenty of space to be free and be wild. Oh, and here's this guy too. He looks good. Okay, and last but not least, here is the large slider enclosure. So here we go, and surprise, surprise, the tarantula has not moved. This is Pumpkin, and she moves like once a month. She doesn't really move a lot, but she'll have a lot of space in here to sit and not move and not do anything, and she'll be able to live in here for a couple years happily. So yeah, there she is, looking cute, and you can still see her through the top, and then you can take a peek and like really see her through the side. Very nice. Okay, so another successful rehousing in the books. So overall, my opinion on tarantula cribs is that they are excellent. I love how the enclosures look, of being able to look in and see my spider at all times, except for when it's hiding, of course. I like the amount of ventilation is really nice. I like how the lids open and shut and how they kind of like magnetize in together. It really makes me feel like they're secure. I don't have to worry about waking up and finding a tarantula on my face or anything like that. Not that that's ever happened. But anyways, I like the sizes. My only complaint is that I wish they made a bigger size because even the largest enclosure is not large enough for really an adult tarantula. So I'd really like to see if they would maybe come out with a even larger size so that we can have something this beautiful and awesome for our large tarantulas, because those are the ones I want to look at the most, and they're all in these like ugly critter keepers, and I just wish that there was something more beautiful for them to live in. So that would be my feedback. If they would make a larger enclosure, that would be awesome. I would totally buy it. I would buy like 10. And then I think other than that, the sizes are really good. They have a good range. The cube comes in many different sizes. This is the cube. And I like that they're deep enough to allow you to put enough substrate for the tarantula to burrow. Because if you saw my other video with the Zilla microhabitats, the enclosures just weren't so deep, and tarantulas like to burrow, and depriving them of that is a little bit of a bummer. So I would like to see a bigger enclosure, but I like everything they have going on so far. I love their little logo. They shipped really fast. They were packaged so well. They were really wrapped up nicely. They shipped fast. The quality is exceptional, so good and so clear. I feel like some acrylic enclosures, they're not crystal clear, but these are crystal clear. You can see right in. You can totally see your tarantula. And that's what it's all about, right? Like, why we keep these so we can enjoy them. And I really like that they've done that. I really like that they're a small business. I will always opt to support a small business over a large business. I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta go to Petco, you gotta suck it up and go. But if I can support a smaller business, I'm so happy to do so. I'm really happy to see people taking the hobby of tarantula keeping and making it into their own small business, which also helps other tarantula keepers get to enjoy the hobby even more. So overall, I just can't recommend these enclosures enough. I can't say thank you enough to Tarantula Cribs for creating these enclosures. And yeah, I think if you were thinking about getting an enclosure from them, don't sleep on that. Just go ahead and get one and enjoy, because what are you doing? Just do it. Just do it. But anyways, it's so hot. I am literally melting, and I have some ice cream in the freezer, so I'm gonna go do that. But thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're staying cool out there, and we'll see you in the next one, right? We'll see you in the next one. You'll be there, right? You'll be there.